So we say good afternoon, and welcome to another beautiful day of broadcasting here at the Liberia News Agency on the second lane of Monrovia. This afternoon we are in the vicinity of the National Port Authority, where the APN terminus Liberia, in partnership with the Liberia Revenue Authority, is here today to launch a port automation and digitization platform right here in order to ensure that everything regarding the activities of this institution is run smoothly. So as the government of President Liberia continues to endeavor in engineering solutions to many of the country's pre and post-war challenges, service deliveries and management of the post sector are really a part of solution, and it is why we are here exactly this afternoon in order to launch this automation as well as digitization program here at the National Port Authority. But it is going to be done by APM terminals like we will in collaboration with the Liberia Revenue Authority. Right there you can see the head of the National Port Authority is the managing director on the build right here. Any moment from now, see right there. This will be and tell you exactly what it's going So, like I said initially, we are just joining us. This is the official launch of the port automation and digitization program here at ATM terminals, and the ATM terminals like Liberia structure in collaboration with the Liberia Revenue Authority is embarking on this process in order to make sure that the issue about cargo handling at the National Port Authority, the difficulty that people used to face here is no longer in play, and this is why they are launching this program in order to make sure that everything is safe right here. So this is the Liberia News Agency for you on the second lane of Monrovia. We are here in the vicinity of the National Port Authority, to be specific, at the APM terminals, which are the lifting overboard tree right here. So we have scores of videos right here. Let me turn the camera right here. We have schools of videos here. We have the Minister of Finance. The
distinguished members of the Liberia Cabinet, members of the diplomatic corps, the Managing Director and staff of the National Port Authority NPA, the management staff of APM terminals, distinguished guests, members of the Port Estate, esteemed ladies and gentlemen. Digitization and automation are often seen as a boost for employees' productivity and the promotion of a process that makes the benefits of convenience and the ease of working all too visible for all to see. And today's event at the Freeport of Monrovia, often christened as the gateway to Liberia's economy, is seen as a critical step towards not just simplifying the operations here at the Freeport of Monrovia, the gateway to Liberia's economy, but increasing productivity, compliance, and risk reduction. It is therefore with immeasurable honor that we welcome you to this milestone ceremony. Let's shower us a blessing today. You are most welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Liberia is a society that largely prides itself on a tradition of seeking God's guidance and direction in just about everything it does. And it is right. We'd like to welcome our opening prayer. Alfred Kamara, brother, and vessel player, give you a 10 minutes right here.
Assalamu alaikum. Can you say Amen or Amen? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا ولم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكن من الخاسرين سبحان ربك العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Well, when he took over the mantle here at the APM terminal, he set out a vision of making the Freeport of Monrovia a port of call for the Mara River Basin. A port and so amalgamate itself the population of Guinea, the population of Suriname, the population of Liberia, and even the population of Cote d'Ivoire. And today is just an important move towards the actualization of that goal. He's a man that can easily be called, or that can easily go by the moment called, just the transformation. Not much to do, ladies and gentlemen. Let's welcome Jonathan Gray. Welcome.
Today is it's a big day. It's a great day, and I'm actually overwhelmed by the level of support and the attendance. I mean, you look around at the people here today; it's amazing. It actually makes the protocol difficult. I mean, honorable ministers, ambassadors, legislative leaders, business leaders, customers, director, managing director of the Port Authority. It's just a blessing for us that you all came today. And also close to my heart, of course, the APM Terminals Liberia staff. I want to say thank you to you. You know what we do every day. And we laughed a little bit at saying you come out into the rain today, and we appreciate that. But I think it shows what we do every day. We come out in the rain every day. We work in the rain. We do the best we can to serve this nation, to deliver cargo, and this is a typical day for us. So maybe a little uncomfortable, but it shows what happens here all the time. And thank you to the APM Terminals Liberia staff, and thank you to all port workers who get the work done. You know, we have a saying in APM Terminals Global, and APM Terminals Liberia is called MOW. It's actually a way of working. And it's a program built on the principles of lean, process improvement, continuous improvement, standard work. And it's really personified today in this program. But I also use the old way. I mean, wow, look around. Look what we've accomplished. For those who know me, you know this is really personal for me. This project, this initiative is something I felt very dearly about. And we did it. And we did it through strong collaboration. We did it through leadership, we did it through partnership, and hundreds, if not thousands, of people working on this over the last months. So wow, I can't say that enough. And digitization is actually a lean principle. It's working smarter in order to serve the customer better. And so it fits right into the strategy that we want to put inside the board and Freeport and global. So it's really a great day, and it's a great day in the evolution of the Freeport. We've said this 100 times. We want the Freeport to turn into the Monrovia Basin Distribution Hub. That is the dream, that is the goal. And this is a step along the way. I mean, it's a step because you don't do this in isolation. You do this in partnership. You do this with leadership. You do this with everybody involved, or it doesn't work. And I'm just happy that we all came together in a collaborative way. So I have the luxury of standing here and getting to recognize people. That's the best part of my job. And it's a long list that we can't recognize everybody, but I do want to recognize a few individuals who are key to this success. It starts with the leaders, with the sponsors of this, and that's the Ministry of Finance, Honorable Minister Monrovia, Honorable Deputy Minister Cuomo. From the first day we talked about this, you saw the vision, you saw the benefits to the nation, and I can't express how important that was to get us off the ground and get us where we are. That leadership is immeasurable for our success. Thank you. Commissioner General Thomas Knott, Liberian Revenue, you got us here. When we were falling down, you picked us up. When we moved too slow, you drove us faster. When we needed to collaborate and come to decisions, you held us together. And we wouldn't be here at this event if it wasn't for you. And we really appreciate it. And that's from me and from everybody. Our shipping lines, CMA CGM, Mediterranean Shipping MSC, and Maersk. We made the call. We said we have to digitize, and you answered that call. And in fact, yes, we did. And it was not easy. I mean, we went to hard nights and trying to figure out the systems. But we did it. So really appreciate you and your leadership from the shipping line point of view. Likewise, our commercial banks, AT&T, Liberia, our commercial bank partners, LBDI, EcoBank, GT Bank, same thing. We made the call, and you started the work, and you got it done. So now customers, when they make a payment, it's fast, it's efficient, things work, and it's better for them. And I can't express enough, especially to shipping lines, commercial banks, you guys put the glue together on this. It really works. Also, our destination inspection company, MTS, you were with us from day one. You really helped, and you found the ways to fit things in. A few more comments on that later. But there's a couple other very specific recognitions. Our Custom Brokers Association, you were the partner. What we're doing here is really for you, so you can serve your customers better. And you answered the call. So James, your leadership is amazing. Right? When we couldn't get people together, you brought us together. When we struggled to explain the message in the right way, you said it in a way that made sense so people could see the vision. And I really appreciate that. And last one here, and I'm going to ask these gentlemen to stand up when I call your name. From Avian Terminals, Metis and Ben. From Liberian Revenue Authority, Derek, Chloe, Herbert. And from Ministry of Finance, John. We have visions, we have dreams, we have hopes. There has to be brilliant people that actually do the work who understand how to do it. And you 6 men are the men who made this happen. I want everybody to know this. We couldn't do this. I don't know how to do these things. I just know what we want. These are the 6 men who figured it out, who made the connections, who were smart enough to get it done. So really, well done, gentlemen. Well done. A few comments from you why this is important from my point of view. The simple one is ease of doing business. let's make it more efficient for customers to move through the port. It's simple, but it was the primary goal. And I think we've achieved that. We're not done, but we've achieved a huge step. The other piece was, we now have this core product that we can utilize. And what I'm really pleased to see is every time we have a workshop, every time we have a brainstorming session, someone raises their hand and say, hey, what about this piece? If I get this information, I can work faster. So the journey doesn't stop. It goes back to this continuous improvement cycle. And I can say that the people involved keep finding new ways to make it better. And I hope it never stops. And that is the mantra. We always make it better, and we build on this core product. Third one, and this is important to me, this is a foundation for growth and development. We needed this. It wasn't a situation where we wished to have it. We actually needed this to meet the goal of distribution hub. And again, distribution hub for Monrovia Union. This is the goal. So this will free up the ability to do contract logistics, to do bonded warehousing, to do free zone. It wasn't possible without it. Now we have the ability to do that. And I can say from APM Terminals Liberia point of view, we're ready. We're ready to invest. We're ready to develop. And we've made a proposal to the fourth quarter plan to do it. So I'm super glad that we can get together with these same partners and find a way to build that distribution model in Monrovia and Freeport. That's what the customers need, and that's what people need. So we're ready to invest in it. I hope we can make that happen in the near future. So one thing that I guess from last comments is I also see this as a good example. Thomas and I talked a lot about this. Is where multiple agencies came together to build a product to serve the public. I think this could be replicated in other agencies and other industries. Digitizing the economy is the way forward. It's not just in Liberia, it's global. And it's a good example, and there's lessons learned. We tripped and fell along the way, and we got there. So I think we can replicate that in other industries. And it's something to build on. And when we started this, we often thought, this is impossible. I don't know if we can do it. Along the way, many times we thought, this is too big a challenge. But the reality is, it's done. So we make the impossible possible, and that's something we say at APT Liberia a lot. Make the impossible possible. You can't win without trying. And we tried this with one, and there's more to do, and I think that's something to build on. So I have one, and I'm sorry, organizers, you're going to get upset at me probably on this one because I'm breaking the agenda. All along the way, there's been a partner with us, along with LRA and APM Terminals Liberia, MTS Destination Inspection. From day one, you were with us. Till yesterday afternoon, you've been with us. And I know you're going to be with us in the future. So I know it's not on the agenda, but Max, I'm going to put you on the spot. You can come up here and say just a few words. I know you're out there. And while he's walking up, I'll even my little bit. Thank you. That's the biggest thing I can say. Thank you for what you do for us. Thank you for what you do for Liberia. And it's a big success. Max, I appreciate you. Let me put you on the spotlight.
Honorable ministers, ambassadors, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to speak today in front of you. Let me first introduce myself again. My name is Monrovia. I'm a Transylvanian and the General Manager of Metex Scientific Liberia, MTS, Mexico Tago Sierra, MTS. Sorry for using military language, I'm a colonel. So, with your permission, I will say that I was the military of this project, taking care of discipline and implementing the rules and procedures. But all this project will be not possible without the great leadership of our Commissioner General Thomas Nah. He was always a facilitator, helping us, providing us all necessary information. And I take this opportunity to say, sir, thank you, sir. He's my general. So I also would like to thank the IT department of LRA, Mr. Herbert here, to the MTS IT department, Mr. Merakli and Mr. Tarabai here, and also to our IT department of APMT, Mr. Metus. Thank you very much, gentlemen. I would like to say that we will not stop here. This is a great achievement, but we are going further together. We would like to achieve that point where we can speak about a single window, a digitized window for entire Liberia. Right tomorrow, after this important event, I will have a meeting with the Minister of Commerce, with the Honorable Deputy Minister, and we will start working on integrating in our platform also other ministries to make the processing of documents easier for our customers. At the end, this is our scope here to serve our customers in Liberia. MTS is not only a company providing destination inspection as contractor of LRA, we are also an investor here. We already started our investment here, even is not so much visible. I'm not making too much noise on this, but we have a plan, and I will make sure that this will happen. We will construct a brand new destination inspection area with modern scanners, a brand new custom facility with warehouses and services. This will be handed over to Liberia at the end of my mandate here. We already started to make site surveys together with APMT. We discussed about the plans. I made the soil tests, and the results have been sent to Dubai to our main company, MTS, where the engineer prepared the architectural plans. Then we discussed with LRA, and Commissioner General of Customs came with his inputs to this. Everything is prepared in place. We are just going to start the construction very soon. Thank you very much. So, thank you for your attention. I will not continue with this. I just want to say, Johnny, let's make it work. Thank you.
Thank you, Johnny, and thank you, Max. A sneak peek into the port automation and digitization says this launch today is a critical step forward in a partnership involving APM Terminus and the Liberia Revenue Authority in improving productivity here at the Freeport of Monrovia. But there's someone better placed than I to give an in-depth explanation into this. It is not other than the regional customer product service lead in Africa, in Asia, in the Middle East. I mean, that is also a proud flag bearer of the Republic of Liberia. Ladies and gentlemen, my two spirit.
So that's Metus Freeman right there, who's going to give an overview of the entire project right here.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the age of port automation and digitalization. There's a new age for Liberia. Yeah. So we started this vision. We actually started this as a vision for the gateway to Liberia's economy. So we asked many questions. Questions like, why do we still take papers around in the ports to process our documents? Why do we intentionally slow down our environment and facilitate trade? Why do we unwittingly hurt and have our potential to what we can achieve once we collaborate? This is the gateway to our economy. Why can't we be more efficient in facilitating trade for our business monopolists? That was when the Ministry of Finance, Development and Planning issued a mandate to the two major stakeholders, that was Liberia Revenue Authority and APM Terminus. What can we do to make the process more efficient? So we decided let's start small. Let's start focusing on little things that matters to our customers, that matters to the process flow. So let's look at things like turnaround time. How long does it take our customers to go through the process with all stakeholders to the point of taking delivery of the cargo? Let's implement a simple process that will increase import and export and also improve revenue overall for the populace. But most important of all, our main focus was on our shared customers. We all have shared customers. The same customers that go to LRA are the same customers that come to APN terminals, and these are the same customers that go to MTS and the banks, etc. So, but the question still remains, how can we interpret this vision practically? And that was when the technical team got together. Led by my good self. Yeah. So, recommendation was to focus on those aspects of clearing processes that will have immense impact on trade facilitation within the port. So, we're looking at things like shipping line manifest summation. We said, let's digitize that. No more papers. Let's have that fully digitized. Then we'll also look at things like delivery orders from shipping lines. Giving the customers papers to walk from the shipping line to come into the port. Say, look, you know what? We should not only digitize that, let's automate it. The customer doesn't have to go to the shipping line. Let the system work. We look at cargo clearing, cargo declaration and assessment with LRA. We decided, look, it's possible. Let's digitize it. Customers don't have to walk around with a bunch of papers in their hands. And again, a lot of bottlenecks within the process that will slow down the process that will take 30 minutes and it start taking like 5 days to complete. We'll also look at cargo duties and releases. I think that was the simplest one for us. Let's digitize that and also automate the process so the customer doesn't have to face all of these issues they are facing today. Payments are bank. I want to say special thanks to the bank who were very collaborative in ensuring that the systems were adjusted to also automate and digitize the process of collecting revenue for LRA and all other stakeholders. So, how can we make the aforementioned faster, easier, and efficient for all? And that was when the technical team decided that, look, let's eliminate waste within the port activities, improve our mutual customers' experience by integrating different stakeholder systems to digitize and automate the process of clearing cargo from within the free port of Liberia. We believe it was possible. So, this formed the goal of our port automation and digitalization. So, where are we today? Shipping lines, for example, they are submitting the manifest digitally. They don't have to send paper manifest to the port. It has been happening for a long time. But it is happening in a more streamlined way today. They sit at the offices, they have access to Asakuda, and they submit the manifest electronically. Yeah. And shipping lines have also made it their duty to provide digitized platform where customers can go online, make their bookings, request their releases, and have the cargo delivered to them without them stepping into the office physically with a bunch of papers. This is possible today. LRA, they have a fully digitized platform online. If you go to LRA website, you see where you can submit your declaration, make assessments, and you have full access to Asakuda today. They have moved a step forward. They have also provided access to stakeholders who would like to integrate in many other web services that are available, developed by LRA technicians, so stakeholders can utilize to automate and digitize all of the entire port processes. So I want to say thank you to the team, the Herbert, Colin, the team, Derek. Thank you. MTS also has made tremendous push and effort to integrate with LRA. Though they are now in the users acceptance phase, but they have also been testing sporadically into production. And as a commitment to that journey, we have the active technician who was coming from Dubai, Momo. Welcome. He has been with us from day one of the project. So APMT, on the other hand, has provided a digital online platform where customers can click below. Today, you go on our platform, you report an invoice, you receive it within 1 to 5 minutes. It's ready. You don't have to come our counter and make requests. You use your mobile phone, you use your computers in your office. Once you put in a PO number, our system automatically generates that invoice and presents it to you accurately. So it's happening today. Today also, when you make payments at LBR, GT Bank, Echo Bank, it is a fantastic part of it. Because this was one of the main pain points of the customers. Like I said, my cashier is not coming out. What's happening today? If they make payments at the banks, LBR, GT Bank, Echo Bank, before the customer steps out of the bank, he already has his receipt on his mobile phone. It's already in his email, he already has it on his computer. Yeah. Seamlessly working. Yeah. So, we have also further integrated with the shipping lines, because the shipping lines was part of the touch points for our customers. Customers will have to bring physical documents, delivery order to our counter, where our agents will check and see what for signatures, for validation. That was taking too much time. So we have integrated with shipping lines today, where once the shipping line presses release, the system automatically releases the customer cargo into our system. No need for the customers to bring papers today. It's happening live today. Yeah. The same also goes for LRA. In the past, we have to go through a bunch of 30 to 50 documents to ascertain that the release coming from LRA was genuine. Today, we have integrated with LRA. Once LRA receives payment and presses release in their system, LRA system is integrated with our system. It releases the customer's cargo within 1 to 5 minutes immediately. The customer doesn't have the time to bunch of papers, sending it to you to have the cargo release. It's happening. These are possibilities that we're looking at the beginning of the project. And today, we can see most of the things are reality. So, what's the feedback from the customers? The customers are actually excited about the clearing processes. Things that they thought were not possible in the past is happening today. And this is just the beginning. So, we are soliciting more feedback, more support to continue to improve upon this journey in the systems in order to meet all of our customers' expectations and to fully 100% digitize the whole automation processes. So finally, in alignment with our company's goal, our purpose, what we are trying to achieve, we are trying to improve lives for all by integrating the world. Not only Liberia, but we need to be integrated with the rest of the world. Where you can sit in Europe, where you can sit in China, you can sit in the Americas, you can sit in Africa, and you can do business with stakeholders in Liberia online, 100%. Thank you for your support.
Thank you so much, Metu. Now we've heard the verbal explanation of the benefits of the PAD. It is time now that we get a visual animation of that process. A short video.
So following us will be the actual presentation of the both automation and digitalization platform right here. So as you can see.
For the average Liberian business owner like you and me, our days are filled with plenty of questions. Questions like, have you shipped it? What will you ship it? Is it here? What time? When? I have to pay for what? I have to wait until when? The list goes on, and I'm sure you're familiar. But now our story is changing. APM Terminals Liberia, who has facilitated business in Liberia for over 10 years, is digitizing their operation, which means convenience and ease of doing business for importers, exporters, traders, customs brokers, business people, and port users. This means no more sign here, sign there, fill this out, add 2 passport size photo. No. No more spelling and other mistakes in our transactions. No more waste of time with the other guys. None of that. In this new digital era, we can expect faster imports and exports due to streamlined processes and improved systems. There will be more efficiency between stakeholders and customers, custom brokers, port users, etc., which will bring more benefits such as cost reduction, low inflation, and increased income and revenue. Go to www.apmtliberia.com or www.apmterminals.com/em/Monrovia. So start interacting digitally.
Thank you. I think you've seen it. And what we've just witnessed would have been made possible without the very industrious staff here at APM Terminals, 99% of whom are Liberians. Let's start for the Liberian staff. Before we move forward, I would also like to recognize the Minister of Health of the Republic of Liberia, Dr. Now, from his days with the civil society, whether with the Coalition for the Transformation of Education in Liberia, COTE, or the Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia, CENTAR, or with an international group like Carter Center, the utilization of digital technology has always been a centerpiece of his work. And that has been an important feature as he continues his job at Liberia Revenue Authority. He has featured even more prominently today. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commissioner General of the Liberia Revenue Authority, Thomas Juma.
So next on this program is the Commissioner General of the Liberia Revenue Authority, Honorable Thomas Juma, who is going to give a special remark on this program, marking the official launch of the automation and digitization of activities here at the National Port Authority.
The Minister of Finance, Minister of Commerce, Minister of Defense, Minister of Justice, Minister of Health, representatives from the Central Bank of Liberia, our distinguished members of the diplomatic corps, ambassadors, thank you very much for joining us. Today I stay here to celebrate a digital partnership between the APM Terminals and Medtech Liberia. And I'm overwhelmed because what has happened is an exhibition of leadership by institutions that have shared vision and shared direction in regards to digitalization, but not only that, but also enhancing compliance and efficiency. So let me pay homage to my colleague, Johnny, and to also the team from Medtech, led by Max. You know, Johnny, let me say special thanks to you because I've been at the Liberia Revenue Authority. The 31st makes me 4 years. And APMT has been here. But since you came, all has changed. But all has changed because you came and you met LRA with the vision of digitalization of our processes. So our vision met your vision, and that is the reason why we are here today. So thank you, Johnny. But let me say that this process was Liberianized. And it was Liberianized because we've always believed in the exceptional ability of Liberian technicians. This process was led by Metus, Herbert, Zeze, and obviously Derek. And then obviously our colleagues from MTN. What is happening here, let me say to all of our colleagues in government, a lot is possible. If you know Java and you're in Liberia, it's no different from Java in Silicon Valley. A lot can happen here. You only have to believe in possibilities that things can happen. Let me say importantly that one of the key visions of the LRA is to take our revenue to billions. And this project tells us that we are on the right trajectory in terms of increasing our revenue and ensuring that we can take our revenue to billions. So, Honorable Minister, let me say also thanks for your assistance in this process. You like billions? Yeah, we gotta create money for the minister to spend. So let me say thank you for your collaboration in this process. I remember when we met the first time and we had all of the conversation. And you know what I like is you left us to do our thing. And since you left us to do our thing, this is where we have come. But there are also partners here that we should recognize, because if it is not also because of the collaboration, the leadership, the availability, we will be here. Minister Mawani Dix from Ministry of Commerce. Minister, thanks for your assistance in all of what you do. Let me also recognize Mr. Bill Tuowe, who is the Managing Director of the National Food Authority. He's our landlord. He owns us, he has us here. But he has always made, this space available for us to function. So we want to say thanks, Mr. Tuowe, for all of that. But let me say that this is not a process that requires a lot of talk, because after this program is about action, and it's about the response of the people to what we are doing. But I can assure everyone that the Liberian Revenue Authority is on the trajectory to digitize all our processes. Before December, you will see us sooner or later calling you so that we can unveil our new integrated tax administrative system. And that is a system where we are envisioning that if you have a national ID card, it means you already have a TIN number. We want to be able to be more progressive. So we are working with the National Registry, Identity Registry. The same thing about technology. We are now working with our technician, and we are creating the web services so that when you come, we can just go into the system and we can see who you are. It means you do not need to do a lot of work. And we are hoping that all of this will help other people, to catch cold. They say when we're doing this, let other people catch cold. And when they catch cold, then it means they have to have solution. And it's quite possible that we can take Liberia into the next century with digital progress. So I want to say thanks for coming. And let me say that when we pay taxes, we all enjoy. Thank you very much.
Taking bold steps to make billions for the economy. Thank you all so much, Mr. Thomas Luna. It's like acknowledging with other people. It's like operating in the vacuum. And one institution that brings the people closer to the service here at the Freeport of Monrovia is the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. It is an institution that serves as a signpost of trade and commerce in the Republic of Liberia. And Evelyn shepherding the team there at the Ministry of Commerce and Industry is none other than Minister Marvin Dix. The Minister, you're welcome to the podium.
So next in line with regard to special remarks here is the Minister of Commerce, Madam Mawani Dix, who just served as the orator of the July 26 Independence. Liberia's independence. You listen to her giving us splendid oration on July 26th.
Good afternoon, everyone.
A few days by.
Members of the Cabinet, officials of government here present, members of the Diplomatic Corps, leadership of and staff of APM Terminal, the leadership and members of the Custom Brokers Association, business leaders, partners, members of the Fourth Estate, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is occasions such as these that remind us of why the people of Liberia placed their confidence in His Excellency Dr. George Monrovia when they mandated him to provide leadership and improve their lives. As officials of government continuously working to improve the business climate and the general economic outlook of the country, it is moments like these that we strive for and work endlessly towards. It is against this backdrop that I want to commend the management of APM Terminals and other stakeholders for sticking to commitments they made to the government and people of Liberia for the improvement of the free port of Monrovia and its overall operations. The digitalization of the free port of Monrovia is the beginning of a new day and commencement of the journey to have all of our systems synchronized and fully automated through the national single window. When we took over the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, we pledged to improve the lives of our people and enhance trade facilitation through the strengthening of existing systems and the introduction of new ones. This is a pledge we're still committed to. Digitization provides enormous benefits for port users, revenue authorities, and the general public. Furthermore, digitization puts our free port on par with those of neighboring countries, creates opportunities for further advancements, enhances efficiency and timely delivery of services, and also creates the need for investments in logistics, warehousing, and above all, reduces the turnaround time for clearing of jobs from the port while reducing the financial burden associated on our local businesses, particularly our SMEs. So allow me to encourage all of us to continue in this positive direction of modernization to meet the present-day realities associated with trade and commerce. Let us continuously challenge ourselves to think outside of the box while enhancing coordination and cooperation in the delivery of our respective programs and keeping with the Pro-Core agenda for prosperity and development. So let the word go forth today that through true partnerships, the government and people of Liberia are ready for business and prepared to grow your confidence in our port and the effectiveness of services provided. As always, the Ministry of Commerce and Industry will continue to remain engaged with all partners and stakeholders to support the ease of doing business and the promotion of a business-friendly environment. Ultimately, the responsibility is on us to familiarize ourselves with the newly digitized system in order to yield the desired results. Therefore, as I look forward to the next steps of trade facilitation and enhancement in the form of the national single window, I'm even more excited because the wheels of modernization are in full motion and the ultimate beneficiaries will be the people of Liberia. Congratulations to us all.
So that was the
Thank you so much, Madam Minister.
Of the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, making a
In
special
an interview with the World Bank Group magazine,
at this
it is strapped digitizing the economy, especially through digital financing, as a catalyst for better service delivery, whether in the electricity sector, whether in the agriculture sector, whether in the health sector, and also enhancing cooperation between rural and urban communities, as well as creating further trade links globally and regionally.
So
and what's happening here today
tough talking
is
of finance
a process towards burying this nation further on the path of digitizing the economy. For him, today is not just a moment of truth, It is a moment of celebration, a moment of joy. Ladies and gentlemen, it also gladdens my heart to welcome on this podium the Minister of Finance and Development of the Republic of Liberia.
Thank you. My esteemed, distinguished members of the Cabinet, members of the Diplomatic Corps, distinguished government partners, government officials, technicians, members of the press, thank you for being here. You're here in your numbers for a reason, because this is an important platform in as much as we are unveiling a digital automation platform here at the port. We're doing so with the full glare of the media, so that the Liberian people can hear and see for themselves the essence of transformation. Let me say massive, humongous thanks, congratulations to APMT, Liberia Revenue Authority, the government of Liberia, APMT staff for this wonderful success. Today's program is the unveiling of a monument. It is a monument to the success of 3 ingredients. We are standing here today unveiling this monument of 1, leadership, 2, partnership, and 3, Liberian competence. Leadership emanating from APMT first, because when Jonathan took over APMT, the relations between APMT and the government were at a nadir, at probably its lowest point. There was confrontation, there were protestations, there were all kinds of alarms and all kinds of things. He walked into the storm. But I think he's a genius in management, because I've now seen his strategy. And that's why, whether in politics or in warfare, the most important thing is a strategy. So he walks into a storm with a vision, coming from a background at the Port of Tema. In my first meeting with him, he said, look, Minister, I digitized Tema. We see what you guys want to do here. You have a vision. We can make this happen. And I said, well, then let's make it happen. So he knew he was walking into a difficult situation, but he saw a common ground for partnership to deliver a quick win while we are struggling on some of the most contentious and difficult issues. So he's very strategic. As Thomas just said, he came with a vision of digitization. He met the vision of digitization of the government. In our parlance, we say, when vision meets vision, success will happen. So there was a clash of vision, there was a natural thing, and then we began to work together. So the strategy is that let's work on the things that we can succeed on. And so we deploy the resources, intellectual capacity, and we're standing here today. Now, this same guy has many other problems to solve with the government. Having delivered on the first one in our partnership, you can clearly see the path for success when the other charges are already being laid. This guy's a genius. Don't know why he was sent here. No, importantly, this is a great day for business, a great day for the business climate in Liberia, a great day for partnership. Because you can have leadership, but if you don't work together, you cannot have success. If we are all separately working in silos, brandishing our respective competencies and refusing to find a common ground to share ideas, there will be no success. So APMT, the private sector, government, the public sector, fuse their enthusiasm, their knowledge, their capacities in a framework of partnership that has landed us here today. So let's give it up to partnership. talking leadership and we're talking partnership on a man who embodies those virtues. The leadership of President George Monrovia is outstanding, but it's outstanding because the president is big on partnership. Partnership with the development community, partnership with the private sector. Big on consultation. The president just signed into law the Liberia Anti-Age Commission, which says even he as president will draw the appointment from a list of civil society development partners in moving the fight against corruption to the next level. That's an indication, that's an example of how you create partnership. And so the success of partnership today is a big one that we must celebrate. But as Thomas said, we must also celebrate Liberian competence, which is often forgotten. We hear about consultants coming, being paid lavish sums of money to do simple tasks in Liberia, and Liberians can do. We have the Smart Institute, what's the other one? Blue Crest, all of these people availing IT, children programming, Java. So Thomas always tells me, at what point do we start writing the consultancy for local Liberians to start doing these big things? Well, the point is now, because we now see where programmers from LRA, from Commerce, from Finance, from APLT are all working together to make life more livable for Liberians, to make business easier for Liberian businesses and institutions. So let's celebrate Liberian capacity, Liberian capability. This is our moment. Until now, this is our time. Let's shine. Liberian economists, mathematicians, we should be able to support, to do programming. I mean, what happened here is happening all over the government. It's just a matter of time. And that's one of the reasons why we brought the media here. Development is not the fruit of a plant that grows steadily overnight. It is piecemeal. You don't see the work or the trappings of development, you see the result. But sometimes when that work is going on, people are impatient. There are lots of myths about the National Port Authority or the gate taxes that is out there. Oh, the port is too expensive. It's too cumbersome. Everything is poor. No. The tariff rate in Liberia is among the lowest in Africa. Let me announce that. We've looked at the number. So it's not the rate. Maybe it's some of the bureaucratic processes. But today we are standing here to solve one of those problems, which was solved recently over the last year with this partnership against Liberian companies. So we are making progress. The APMT and other partners, we say let's turn our leadership, our partnership to other people's challenges under the concession. And I trust we'll find a strategy there too. George, I see you nodding. But we'll find a strategy to break through. You know, one of the big things we want to work on is dredging the port, right? If we don't dredge the port, big-sized vessels cannot come, and if big-sized vessels do not come, costs will be high because when a small vessel brings things, they have to overcharge. When a bigger vessel comes, they can reduce costs. So that's one of the reasons why we're dealing. So with dredging, in the next year or two, on our cooperation with APMT and the National Port Authority, we will see big progress in that direction as well. In closing, let me turn my attention to my colleagues in the government that we should use Liberian capacity and capability to do this, and we're already trying to do this in other ways. Under the leadership of Madam Mawani Diggs, Minister of Commerce and Industry, the National Orator. Oh, wow, let's give it up for outstanding innovation. You know, she's presiding over a program with the World Bank, a project, a $40 million project about supporting the business climate. It has elements of digitization and all of that. And the national legislature will be returning very soon, and this is one of the things we have on the agenda. So, World Bank folks, if you're listening to me, we are pushing hard for the parliamentary ratification of this so that we achieve effectiveness, and we do that. Yeah, that's it. Then we have other projects in working with the Central Bank of Liberia. The Central Bank is developing a national switch. They say that national switch will be the game changer in the digital economy in Liberia. All the experts say. and will not be able to get the national switch yet. So that's why where people where it's coming. So they say when you get the national switch, then you may not need all the separate POSs where you have EcoBank have their own POS, GT Bank, LBI. You go to the store, you see 10 different machines sitting on the table. We just need one. So all the cars can go through that one. The national switch will make that available. We are making progress there. The Controller and Accounting General tells me he will soon be able to press a button so that all government workers get their pay on the mere press of a button. We're almost getting there. Digitization is happening across government and the private sector. So we're just saying thank you to all of the government technicians who are helping to make this happen. Thank you to our government partners for the wonderful support. Let's work for the progress of Liberia. Let's continue to ease the cost of doing business and accelerate business processes. I thank you all.
So that was the voice of the 12-13 panel Summit EP, celebrating the success of public and private sector right here. You listen to him emphasizing the need for Liberia's capacity to be highlighted in both private and public sector. You listen to him talking about the Smart Institute and other blueprints. These are institutions that provide.
There's a moment of joy for anyone to the birthday. And so, up next on this podium for our vote of thanks is Madam Webber Reeves, Sales Executive APM Terminals, and the birthday lady.
So, champion of vote of thanks, taken by Madam Webber Reeves right here. So, we are almost at the end of this program.
Thank you, Romeo. It feels good to be another year younger. Good afternoon, everyone. I stand on existing protocols to say all protocols observed. I'm humbled to be giving the vote of thanks on this historic program. On behalf of the Managing Director, Mr. Jonathan Graham, the senior management, staff body of APM Terminals Liberia, and our partners, I want to extend my thanks and appreciation to our stakeholders, our valued customers, and our esteemed guests. Today marks a huge milestone in our port automation and digitization journey. This journey, we believe, forms part of the AP Modal Merge's purpose of improving life for all by integrating the world. APM Terminals Liberia, in addition to digitizing the port to improve and enhance transparency in the clearing process, has also taken on a full-scale leadership and training program for its staff to drive and sustain all its innovation and gains it has made and aspired to do. Special thanks to our valued customers for their full involvement in the digitization process. Once more to our logistics team, our communications partner, the Master of Ceremony, and those who aided in making this program a success, we say a big thank you for your support. Thank you.
If we just ask for the indulgence of our guests, our honorable guests, will you please stand and let's just sing a birthday song for this day. Happy birthday to you. 1, 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Thank you so much.
See right there, the audience here in unison singing what the song for the lady who just gave the full of things. She's the sales manager here at
And so we started
Terminal.
with one prayer.
It's the
We have just ended in the house. And for our closing prayer, we call on stage Mona Kriya, Lady Officer, APM Terminal, slide here.
May we all please rise in honor to God's word. Our Father and our God, in the name of Jesus, we say thank you for bringing us to the end of this program. Thank you for another launch of another big dream in the life of APM Terminals, Liberia. Thank you, O God, for bringing this school, for transforming this school from manual to digital today. We say thank you for our MD and his able team who were able to through whom, O God, that you bringing all of these big dreams to reality. Thank you for all that you have done. We are so grateful to you. Thank you for everything that you will do. And Lord, as we leave from here, may your kind protection rest upon us. In Jesus' name.
Thank you, Mona Kriya.
So this is how we come to
This is it, please.
the end of this program.
So we have a lot of interviews and photo opportunities, but for further explanation of the protocol, we call Quico.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The program is officially over, but we have lots of pictures and media interviews to do, so I'll be hovering around Johnny, and we'll call on you one by one to take certain pictures. Thank you very much.
And we have a takeaway for our VIPs first, and then you can follow later. Bon appetit. Thank you ever so much.